Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the kitchen. We got some stuff going on. Beer Brats stuff. Yeah? What else? Macaroni of the elbow variety with some chiz. Yeah? We got potatoes somewheres. Titus. Yeah. Potatoes. And seasonings. And we got a little bit of onion. Just a little bit. Just a tip. Only for a minute. That's all you need. You want to get a nice brown on that. Brown, black, purple, whatever. I'm not racist. But this needs to be nice and brown for getting all the juices and flavors out. Yeah. Nice and brown. And we're going to add some beer, because you can't have beer broths without beer. Well, it looks dark enough to me, so we're going to add our beer. This time we got some Oktoberfest of a local variety. Yeah. I'm going to pour it right in. One's the loneliest number, so you can't only add just one. Gotta have two. Two's company, three's a crowd, three's a crowd. Okay. Yep. That'll do. So, well, that's a chuchin. We're gonna make some macaroni. Half a box of... Yeah, close enough. Yeah. You mix her up, and to keep her from sticking, get some butter. Because what's not better with butter? Right? Yeah? So we got bubbles. Yeah. Turn her down just a hair. The blonde one. Yeah. There we go. Turn her down. And we rotaminate. Get them all nice and covered. Yep. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the most important ingredients. Them onions. Yeah. Hard to do this with one hand. Something like that. Yeah, sure. Oh, got some butter in there too. What was that? Better is butter, butter is better. Yeah, works for me. So one of the last things we want to do, choose your seasonings wisely. You don't want to overdo it. You don't. You know, you only want a couple little flavors in there, so you only put a couple little flavors in there. I can't stress enough that you can't add too much stuff. You don't want to overpower your beer, you know? Yeah. You can't have too much flavor. Or else, what are you really eating, you know? I mean, come on. So, we lit that chooch, both of them, you know? Have a little bit more of this here Oktoberfest. Quite good. And while that's doing that, you know, we get ready for our macaroni and cheese. And, you know, some people use a grater. They say it's better. You know, I don't want to dirty up a grater. So much easier just doing this way, right? Yeah? So much easier if I maybe had two hands. Whoop! There she goes. And one other important thing when you're doing this, no cross-contamination. This is not the same thing I cut the onions on. Definitely not. You don't see no onions whatsoever You don't want anything touching all your extra stuff. And I'm even gonna switch to a different knife to cut this here cheese. You know, no cross can. Oh, no cross. Oh, I'll just have to. No cross contamination. You don't want getting there's salmonellas. Well, for getting sick and stuff. So, what for the magic of television and me not wanting to hold the camera so long, we got all our cheese cut, and it should melt just fine in the macaroni and cheese. And, well, the macaroni. I haven't had the cheese yet. And that's doing pretty good. Because you don't know it's done till it's done. You just gotta test it. You just gotta eat one. That's how you know. It's a little al dente. And you know what? We're gonna cook it a little more later. So it's good. Turn the heat off. And we'll drain the stuff out of it. All the water. So, well, that's, well, just chilling over there. No water in it. I'll start making the roux for the cheese sauce. So we take just a little bit of butter. Just a little bit. Get it all melty. You say, oh, the whisk is going to hurt your pan. You know what? Are there really any sharp edges on that? Is it really sharp? No, it's round. It's not that sharp. It's not going to hurt your pan unless it's already beat to crap. So unless your pan already has a bunch of crap flaking off of it, you know, the Teflon wears off and cooks off or whatever, then it's okay. And you want to throw that Teflon crap away anyway. You don't need that. We got ceramic now. You know, you don't need all that old crap. So, in with the melted butter, we're going to put the equal amount of flour, equal very, very precise measurements right here. And we get her going. So they tell me the key to a roux, I don't know who they is. Key to a roux is to keep it moving. What do they know? I mean, it's gotta chooch at some point, right? It's gotta do its thing. It should keep the thing moving. And this might be too big of a pan to do this in, but you know, I don't want to dirty up another dish. So you keep it moving. That way it doesn't get too cooked all at once. And, you know, I might add a little bit more to that. Yeah, we're going to add a little bit more. That looks good so far. You don't want it too fluid-like, not too much of a liquid. Yeah, just a little bit more of this in here because we put more butter in there. Yeah, that's a pretty good consistency. And we work it for way too long, longer than I want to hold down this button. And we work it. And I work it. Yep. So after a little while, it's going to start breaking down a little bit more, less thick, a little more thin, a little more liquid, fluid kind of stuff. Still some bubbles, which is good. So next is to add the milk and cream. I actually happen to have some cream on hand. It's a couple days or weeks old. I don't remember which. What's the difference? Anyway, you know, it's cream. It's good. It's fine. Yeah. Dairy doesn't go bad. So after putting in a very specific amount of milk and cream, we mix and a whisk and do the thing, and it's actually gonna get thicker now. I don't remember why. Ask Alton Brown, he knows, and it's gonna keep getting thicker, maybe because the flour has something to absorb and get bigger and grow, or I don't know. But you know what? It's getting a little too thick now. Look at that. See? Yep. So I'm gonna add some more of that stuff because I don't want it too thick. Yep, a little bit more. And it'll start doing the same thing again. Once it's all... beer burp, sorry. Once it's all mixed together. start getting thick again. It's a process, you know. We started it, you know, whenever I got back from work after going to the grocery store and buying all this crap. We started, I don't know, maybe around 2, and it's a process, you know. Oh, by the way, this is on a pretty low amount of heat. We don't want too much burning. Hey, see, there it goes. Already getting thick again. Maybe that was a clump. You didn't even see it. Whatever. That was a clump. But it's getting thick again. And now is a good time to add some herbs and spices. And lots of cheese. Well, just a little bit of cheese. You know, you don't want too heavy on your cheese sauce. We just throw a little bit in there. So, after throwing in a little bit of herbs and spices and maybe even a dash of beer, you know, a little dab will do you. Nice, good, creamy-like consistency. And we still have not added the cheese. Why haven't we added the cheese yet? Let's add the cheese. So we just got a little bit of cheese here. Like I said, you don't want to overpower your cheese schmoss. Yeah. And we're just going to work it in. And it's going to melt, and it's going to thicken up a little bit, a lot of it. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on the consistency and come back when she melts. Oh, while that's a-melting, we come back to our brats here. We got a nice good color going around. And we crack one open and see it is done on the inside. It's all one color. Yeah, we like that. So we're going to take all of these out because they're done. And we're going to work on the gravy. Okay, I got a little onion in my gravy. Or I got a little gravy in my onion. One of the two. Anyway. Und was wir hier haben. We threw all the mac in with the cheese sauce. And we got a nice ratio going on. Look at that. Eyeballing it. No actual measurements or nothing. You know, look at that. Beautiful. I love it. This is going to be great. So I'm going to scoop some of these onions here out of the juices. What will become the gravy. Because, you know, I don't want too many chunks in the gravy. It's thick enough, if you know what I mean. So that's about enough. And while we're making the gravy, we want to put this in a safe place. Yeah. Yep. Come on. Oh, yeah. A safe place. Like in here. There's no heat to it. There's nothing going on. Yep. Okay. To the gravy. I'll put in a very specific amount of flour. I'm going to put in a little specific amount of milk. And there, your heavy whipping cream. And we're going to whisk. Sauce. It's kind of a lot like that cheese sauce. There's like something, one of these things is kind of like the other. And, you know, a lot of it is. Use the basic ingredients of your kitchen. Like flour and milk and eggs. We didn't use eggs today. But flour, milk, and cream and butter. Yeah, more dairy. Sucks for you lactose intolerant people. Can't enjoy the finer things of life. Oh well, I'm not one of them. So it's really just as simple as adding the dry stuff to make it thicker. Or, you know, if you get a little too thick, like, yeah, it's a little too thick. You know, you add a little more liquid stuff, and you thin it out a little bit. And then you finally get it to a consistency you like, and you stop cooking it. That's basically it. It's not rocket science. It's not musical theory. Or is it? So you asked me, what's this gravy gonna go on? You showed me potatoes earlier, and I don't see any potatoes boiling, nothing else on the stove. Well, you know what? I'm taking all my time doing all this extra crap, so I got a baked potato, and it's gonna steam, and we're good with that. Yep. It's gonna steam. That's perfectly fine. And this gravy here is gonna go on the baked potato, and we're good. I'm happy. I'm the one eating it anyway. So we get it to a consistent, we kind of like Could use a little more of a liquid. You know, we got a little more of a liquid. You know, that's it. Easy. Simple as that. You know, this thing started freaking me out a second ago. Not the beer. Microwave. The potato in there, nuking, and you hear that whining? Yeah, the potato's trying to blow up on me. Oh well. Joke's on that one. I'm gonna eat it anyway. So, how do you know if it's done? How do you know if it tastes good? Well, you don't know till you know. You gotta check it out. Tastes like gravy, tastes like beer, tastes like some herbs and spices, and could use a little more salt. So we put a little more salt in there, just salt. We don't need nothing else. And like I said, you don't know till you know. First-hand experience on what this gravy here is going to taste like. Yeah, it looks mixed enough. I like it. Tastes good. Good, yeah, gravy. Beer gravy. So we get the stuff on the plate. What for feeding it to our face hole. And this thing's done in the steamer bag. And we're getting it ready. Yep. Don't worry about the mess. Somebody will come behind me and clean it up. I don't know who. Don't tell my wife that. I always got to clean up after myself. I did that one time, left it, and she was not so happy with me. I go to her, I say, honey, baby, darling, what? I love you, but the food's good, and gravy? You want some gravy? More gravy, more better. You know, that's what I say. She didn't go for it. She says, clean up this crap or else. So I did. Happy wife, happy life. And oh, look at that gravy. Oh, man. Well, that's all. I'm about to enjoy this. And a beer, or 4 more. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me on another round of messing around in the kitchen. Ta-ta for now. Keep your brats in the beer. And your beer in the brats, and a beer in your mouth. Beer.